Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. What is good? What is good, good people? We are back at it again. Another edition of your Don't Listen podcast. 24/7 boxing. Oh yeah, we got to talk about this weekend. A weekend of great fights all across the board. The whole card was stacked with great fights. Knockout after knockout. No fights disappointing. So I'm going to say this. Best weekend in boxing in a very long time. I was very happy. I know the people that purchased the pay-per-view was happy because you got to see action all the way through. Nobody took the night off. It ain't like you could anyway because the other person wouldn't let you do it. But absolutely great fights. All the way down from the lightweights, all the way up. From the lightweights to the light heavies. It was a great night of action. And
I don't know about you, but
first, let's just talk about it, right? We got to talk about David Benevidez. You know, what he did to Anthony Yarde is what I kind of said in the last video. What I say? I said combination punching and pressure. David Benevidez applied the pressure all night. All it did was bust all the pipes. It was like freezing outside. All the pipes just broke. Pop, 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 all over the place. Them combinations was crazy. Pop, 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 pop. I said, damn. I said, look at him go. David Benevidez wiped the floor with Anthony Yarde. I don't want to be too disrespectful. You know what I mean? I won't be too, but he did do what he was supposed to do, you know, and took the fight to Anthony Yarde, you know, broke him. I'm going to just say that. I ain't never see somebody get devastated. Well, I'm lying. I saw a whole lot of devastation over my years of watching boxing, particularly Mike Tyson and Roy Jones years. Those was crazy years. They just devastated everybody. But it ain't about that right now. David Benevidez took the fight to Anthony Yarde. And now, at the end of the fight, he was talking about jumping up the cruiserweight to get a fight. This is what I was talking about, people. He got to go out his division and go fight somebody, you know, because nobody want to fight him that's in the division. Now, he said Bivol and benevidez, they great fight or whatever. And the winner of that fight, he going to come back down to fight them. So David Benevidez definitely put another feather in the cap last night. He did that, y'all. He did that. I don't know if there's any detractors still about David Benevidez. I don't know where they get off at because my man did his thing last night, did his thing to the fullest, exciting fight, made the fight exciting. You couldn't walk to the refrigerator to go get a sandwich or a bag of chips in the kitchen. Couldn't do nothing. You know, it was that good, and it was a great night for boxing. Riyadh season, you know, His Excellency, he's creating a lane for these guys to make these guys fight each other. It was crazy. You know, boxing been crazy over the years where you got guys not fighting each other, and a lot of them complain because the money didn't make sense, right? Well, they ain't got that excuse no more. Turkey al-Sheikh is like, pay the man, pay this man, pay that man. So everybody getting paid. Can't nobody make that excuse no more. I don't even want to hear that excuse no more. The money didn't make sense because Turkey out here throwing checks around. Wakata, what? You need a check? A check for you. You need a check? Check for you. What you got? What's the excuses going to be now? Right? All right. So David Benevidez went on to knock out Anthony Yarde, total stoppage. Okay. We ain't got nothing negative to say about, I never have nothing negative to say about David Benevidez. He's one of my favorite fighters at the moment right now, all action all the time. And if the people that didn't watch these fights Saturday, I think it's worth going back and watching them because action nonstop, people. I ain't gonna lie to you. You won't be disappointed. I know I wasn't. And if you was disappointed about this weekend's fights, put them down in the comments and you tell me what was so disappointing about them. Because I ain't see nothing disappointed. Like I said, every fight on the card was good. You know what I mean? Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes, that fight was crazy. Remember I said Abdullah Mason ain't no rock'em sock'em robots? They actually made me put my foot in my mouth last night because him and Sam Noakes was just banging each other. I mean, both of them showed, you know, superior training and, you know, superior, you know, just dexterity. Neither one of them was going down. Neither one of them. Both of them undefeated. And I was surprised what Sam Noakes was able to do. You know, I was very surprised because Abdullah Mason, I saw some chink in the armor with him last night. And this is no disrespect to Abdullah Mason. You really got to work on your defense, brother. I never seen somebody get hit so much with clean punches. Now, this is a testament to your chin, though. Your chin, you got a chin bone, brother. You took a lot of punishment just as well as Sam Noakes did. You got a chin on you. And listen, when I tell you go watch this fight, good people, this probably was the best fight of the night as far as action. Well, let me hold off on that, saying that, because Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Fernando Martinez was doing the same damn thing. They was doing the same thing, banging the crap out of each other from the beginning of the bell all the way through the fight. Both of them. Both of those fights were amazing to watch. I think if you didn't get to see these fights, if you are a boxing fan, you want to go back and watch that whole card. The whole card was amazing. Shout out to Turkey, bringing these great fights to the people. You know what I mean? We need this in boxing to make it more mainstream. And we need it to be back to its former glory as one of the top sports, period. You know what I mean? Boxing, what's so great about boxing is there ain't no teammates. There ain't nobody you could blame stuff on. It's just you and what you can do. You either go and do or you don't. When you don't, somebody took your will and you won't. You're out of there. Plain and simple. And that's what happened last night. Abdullah Mason did come up with the win, but like I said, he got to work on his defense. He needs a lot more head movement, and he needs to learn how to counter and not still be in the same spot after he throws his punch. I seen that was a problem in that fight for him. He just kept being there to be hit. And the other guy too. I mean, like I said, both of them was just banging each other like, hey, I'ma bang you, you could bang me back. They was just trading. Bam, bam, bam. Same thing with Bam Rodriguez and Fernando Martinez. They were just hitting each other. It was like nobody wanted to move, give an inch. And that was the energy the whole night for all four of those fights. Nobody wanted to give an inch. Everybody wanted to just stand in front of each other and just bang. Now, it didn't work out well for Anthony Yarde. It didn't work out well for him doing that. You know, David Benevidez, people look at him, they see tall, lanky, skinny. You know, he don't got the major muscle body, but all he do is knock people out. You know, he just beat people up. I ain't seen nobody like him in years. Unbelievable fighter, David Benevidez. People need to start giving him his flowers. Give that man his flowers. Stop hating on him. By far, the best Mexican fighter I've seen in years. You know, Canelo had his run. You know, it's over for him now. It's Benavidez time. He's the best Mexican fighter out here right now. And one of the best fighters, period. Stop playing. I told y'all about my pound for pound list and working on that. He's up there. I got him number 2 right now on my list. Yes, yes, indeed. David Benavidez, number 2 behind you. Terrence Crawford, number 1. You know, that's how I got that. That's how I see it. You tell me if it's something different for you. 1 and 2 for you is what? Number 1 is Terrence Crawford. Number 2, I got David Benavidez. Number 3, I got Devin Haney. Yep. Number 4, I got Shakur Stevenson. Yeah. Number 5, I got Alexander Usyk. Yes. He was my 3. Now he's my 5. Yep. Number 5. Yep. Number 6. Number 6 for me, I'll put Teofimo in there. Number 6. Yep. Now, number 6, I got Inoue in there. My bad. Number 7, Teofimo. And right now, he ain't one of my favorite guys. I used to like Tio until he started saying some racist stuff. And I ain't got time for people like that. You know. Okay. Number 8, I got Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Yeah, that's what it's looking like to me. But I'm gonna flush it out even more. I gotta flush it out, you know. Yeah, I gotta do that. But right now, yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. What we got? What we got? Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. for the WBO welterweight title. Congratulations to Devin Haney for capturing another title. 3-division world champion now. Okay, we could say that. We could say that 3-division world champion. That ain't no small thing he did right there. Okay. So that's why I got Devin Haney at number 3 right now for me. He out here doing the work and making people hurt. Stop playing. Okay. That fight to me was somewhat of what I thought it was going to be. I actually thought Brian Norman was going to actually put up a tougher fight. I thought he would be a way tougher fight because of his power. But when you talk about getting on the bike and riding it, he did not do that. But Devin Haney did exactly what I thought he would do to be able to win that fight. I don't know if y'all remember what I said in the last video. I said he has to be first, right? He has to be first, and he has to outpoint him, which that's exactly how he won the fight. You know, I don't like to pat myself, but yes, I do. I'm lying. I pat myself again because my man did exactly what the keys that I said for him to beat Brian Norman. He did exactly what I thought he needed to do. He kept his foot on the gas. He didn't just fade back into obscurity. He kept kept a jab in Norman's face all night. That's what made the knockdown come for him in the second round. Yeah, he put Norman on the deck. You know what I mean? And everybody was talking like it was going to be the other way around. But Devin Haney actually has some power when he sit down on his punches and don't just try to get out of there before he get hit. If he sit down with it, he can do some damage. That's what he did last night. Oh man, beautiful hook sent Norman to the ground. And basically after that, he just outpointed him every round after that. You know, that's where I told him he needed to box, where I said was his keys to victory, was him boxing Norman. Don't just stand in front of him and trade with him. He did exactly that and made the fight easy. One of the judges had the fight 15-13. I don't know what the hell they was looking at. And this still is a thing in boxing for some reason. I don't know what they be looking at. That fight wasn't even close. Because if you just count the round with the knockdown in it and you just gave him 2 points for that round, you saying Norman won a lot of rounds then to make it almost even. Who saw that? You tell me who saw that. How was it 115, 113 for one of the judges? I don't know what the hell they was looking at. And all the two other judges had to fight the way it was supposed to be. I don't know where they get some of these judges from, what they be looking at. But they really doing damage to the sport to me and not giving credit to the guy that's actually making the fight. Now, Norman didn't go away silently into the night when he got knocked down. He stayed there for the shit, and he kept fighting, you know. He did what he could do. Devin Haney was just so much better a fighter than he was. And don't do that now. We ain't going to do that too just because somebody lost the fight. Remember, Norman was the champion. He was a great fighter in his own right. So let's not do that. We ain't doing that. We ain't going to just take all the credit away from him. He gave it a go. He gave it a go, and he do what most wouldn't do, which is step in that ring. A lot of people talk a lot of shit. They won't even step foot in the ring. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, Devin Haney just was the better man that night. Let's keep it 100. Keep it 100. And let's go back to, I got to look at something real fast. Okay. Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Fernando Martinez. Oh my God. That knockout was vicious. Bam hit him with that left hook coming back out. Fernando was backing out. No defense, no hand up to guard his chin. He got caught backing out. After throwing a 2-punch combination or whatever, he was straight back out. And Bam went forward and clocked him. Bam, he hit that canvas so hard. What? I said, okay. Jesse Bam Rodriguez is now, you know what I mean? He's up there. He's in my top 10 pound for pound. he been in there. He been doing his thing for years. You know, he's just a little guy. A lot of people don't watch the little guys fight that much. I'll watch all boxing. I see the work he put in. He do his thing. Train hard, come out there, give you a good fight all the time. Also was undefeated. Him and Fernando Martinez both undefeated in that fight. And it was a great fight to watch. If y'all just like action, I'm telling you, these is the weekend to go rewatch these fights. You will not be disappointed. Every one of them was great. All of them. And we gotta say something to Abdullah Mason again. Good brother. You gotta talk to your team. And y'all need to work on that defense really, really a whole lot. You have to, a whole lot. Right? Gotta work on that defense, man. Because everybody, you ain't gonna just beat down. Like that fight, if homeboy Sam Noakes had a little bit more power, that fight would have went the other way. Because he did not have a problem with connecting on Abdullah Mason at all. Those two, they probably gonna have this fight in the mix for fight of the year because how much action it was going on, how they was hitting each other. This stuff, people, was like a movie. It was like watching Rocky or something. The fight where Rocky Balboa fought the champ, you know. Yeah, that was a thing. Apollo Creed, Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed, that's what it looked like. They was banging, hitting each other with so much. I didn't understand how neither one of them stood up after that. I know both of them brain felt like a bowl of soup at the end of that night. I don't see how they both stood up. That was crazy. When I tell you, good people, I wasn't surprised by neither one of those gentlemen. Also, both undefeated. And now Abdullah Mason is a WBO lightweight champion. Okay. Now they got some other young phenoms coming up in that same division. So I'm looking forward. I hope these guys, it's 3 of them right now to me in that lightweight division, all young prospectish type of fighters. And you know, Abdullah Mason just graduated. Now he's a champion, but it's 2 other guys, young gentlemen in that division. I hope they don't go the route of, let's say, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Gervonta did. All those fights has to happen at some point. You know, I know Devin Haney didn't shy away from those fights. And Shakur, I just watched something with him, and he said he wanted to smoke with Gervonta too. You know, I don't understand what happened with Gervonta. I held him at a very high regard at one point. I don't know. And like, I didn't understand the fact that he wanted to fight a YouTuber. That part just went over my head. That's beyond my pay grade. I don't understand that. When you so young, got a whole lot of fights that could be made that will pocket you a whole lot of money too. It ain't just about, it's prize fighting, right? We fight for the money. But you got some names out here where you could have said, I need this, I need that, and y'all could have got this and you could have got that, especially now with Turkey in the mix. He's signing the checks. Stop playing. Make these fights happen. They still big fights right now if they could be made. And whichever combination you wanted to happen, Gervonta versus Shakur, Gervonta versus Haney, you know, whatever. You know, keep the steroid dude out the mix. We ain't worrying about him. Remember, it used to be 4 kings. It was Ryan, Devin, Shakur, and Gervonta. Now it's 3 kings, right? We need to see that, gentlemen. Make that shit happen. That's what the boxing world want to see. Those 3 guys mixing it up. But I heard Shakur, Greg, get in the ring with Teofimo Lopez, right? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that if it happens. If it comes to light, I'm definitely watching that. Oh yeah, oh yeah, and y'all should already know who I'm going for because of the shit Ryan Garcia used to say. Teofimo was saying too. I don't even, like I said, this world is too small and it's big enough for all of us. And take that racist shit, go somewhere with it. Nobody need that. If you just talking about the caliber of the guys that's fighting and keep it on that, you know, you can have a conversation with somebody. But once you start talking about all this other stuff, ain't nobody care about that. Don't nobody care about what you talking about. And I ain't even gonna grace. I'm not even gonna put credence to what you said because I ain't gonna repeat it. You know, something to the effect that, you know, monkeys, come on, gorilla, monkey, whatever he said, you know. We ain't gonna repeat it, but I said what I said. Okay. You know, these guys talk so much trash, but you need these other guys in the division. If I was them, I wouldn't even give you a payday. You ain't gonna make no money off of me. You lucky it wouldn't be me. I promise you. It wouldn't be me, because somebody like you don't deserve to be getting paid for nothing you do. And if boxing was regulated correctly, they should have suspended your ass for that, because that was some racist shit to say. Okay? That's how I'm all right. Y'all got my fight breakdown for each one of those fights. We're gonna get into some more. But right now, like I said, I'm a little under the weather from the other video. A little bit under the weather, good people. But we're gonna get back to it. We're going to get back to it. We're going to stay busy. I told y'all I'm going to keep popping these videos out. You might get 3 a week, 4 a week. We're going to make them work, though. All right? And Don't Listen Podcast will be moving to its own channel soon. So, because we're going to get back into all the other stuff, too. Because I had some people talk to me, why you don't talk about this no more? Why you don't talk about that no more? Well, guess what? We're going to get back to it for that stuff too, good people. And I kind of want to reiterate what I said in the last video too. You know, I was talking about gatekeepers. They out here, right? And I was trying to tell people to keep their spirits high, man, no matter what you do, whatever field of expertise you in or you choose to do. Stop letting other people's opinions stop what you do. Because they ain't saying nothing. They haters, right? They not haters not because they don't like your work. We ain't talking about that. Everybody ain't gonna like you and what you do. They just haters because they ain't got no reason to say the shit they say about you, right? But the way they hide themselves is they won't say your name. They speak in subliminal, right? But you know, if you know, but they you know, and I don't even understand. Even in the music industry right now, it's still happening. You got these gatekeepers, you got these old ass rappers calling everybody's stuff corny and whack. This ain't good. This ain't good. Let me tell you something. To you old, washed, you know, I don't know what type of time you bastards are on, calling people's art corny and bad because you don't like it. You know, just because you don't like it don't make it bad. And what you do is you try to make other people look bad. You look bad doing what you doing. Because the people that need to see know what you're doing because they seen it before. This is your MO. You a gatekeeper. You want to take it all and leave people with crumbs. You want all the attention on you. Right? These type of people, they out here. They'll say whatever they want to say about you, and they think it ain't going to be no repercussions for it. But guess what? It's a song coming out. It's going to be repercussions. We're going to talk directly to you, gatekeeper, right? At the end of the day, I said what I had to say. Y'all come on back again for the next one. It's coming real soon. We're going to keep these things pumping, okay? Stop playing! This has been the Don't Listen Podcast. 24/7 boxing. Get where you ain't, go hard in the paint. It ain't what you heard, it's what you think. Stop playing out here. Peace to all of you on your journey.
You know, yeah, I got it. I got it ripping and running from weekends. I got it running around and I'm running about what he said. I want what she said. Don't worry about weekends, don't worry about me, yeah. I done been too much, you know, I'm just it got my back. Even though I seen it all plan on it, all I can do is sit back and laugh. Make it heavy, baby, what you here for? Get this fetty, baby, I ain't had it. Don't be petty, oh, this time I'm just crying like a dilly. Yeah, it get heavy, but you know your boy gotta get this fetty. No, yeah, get this fetty. Don't be petty, this time I'm just crying like a dilly. Oh, I, oh, I, oh, I, oh, I.
I don't know about you, but I understand that, you know, this life shit, you know, it's a lot harder than, you know, a lot of us think it is when we set out. You know, and I just want to see everybody do well, you know, even if it's better than myself, you know. A lot of people hate to see you winning if they ain't attached to it, though. Let that shit replay in your mind.